the kinds of conversations we have here, you know. And but one thing you can absolutely be certain of is, and I'm convinced very much by this, that these discussions we're having is driving us in the right direction. Now, it might seem very slow, and you may not see the effects of it very quickly, but it's definitely leading us to a good place. So we must keep at it. We must keep the conversation going. And I'm sure that in the not too distant future, we can and even will realize the Nigeria of our dreams. So you can either be a part of that process or just move aside, really. And do not stop the wheel of progress, because if you try to stand in front of it, inevitably you're going to get crushed and demolished, like His Excellency the Governor likes to demolish buildings, especially during the COVID-19 situation. Well, you're welcome, lockdown precisely. You're welcome once again. It's Hard Facts today. I'm Dio, and from now until about 7, we keep the conversation going. Many thanks for dropping by the way. I hope you had a fine day today. It's raining cats and dogs out there. I'm totally wet. Well, okay, well, not drenching. Maybe not that bad. But I did get wet trying to get into the office earlier on. But, well, good to be here nonetheless as we get the conversation started. Welcome once again. So on the show today, quite a few matters are going to be discussed, naturally. So I've got side comments coming up, random stories, and random thoughts on those stories. And yes, still the suspension on the rand persists. It does persist until the students of Greenfield University are released. For some reason I can't comprehend, some persons are upset by that. Well, I can't help you. I really can't help you. So if you choose to remain upset about it, well, tough luck. Deal with it however way you can. But word of advice, don't call the show to express that. Keep it to yourself, because quite frankly, I really do not care. The suspension remains until the students of Greenfield University are released and reunited with their loved ones. After that, we talk about the update on their status till about 4 p.m. It's Wednesday. Traditionally, after the business news, we have got Canvas, the Niger Delta Roundtable coming up, where we discuss the progressive development of the Niger Delta region. And of course, that implies the people of the Niger Delta region. Today's topic, myths and truths of mental health. Myths and truths of mental health. We're speaking with two experts on the subject matter. Distinguished and experienced mental health experts, Dr. Onyema Abazie. You might remember Dr. Abazie from the program back in the day. Who remembers that, by the way? Who can remind me what that program was? By the way, I'll also be having Dr. Adedayo Elusakin as a guest for that conversation as well. Who remembers the program? It was a recorded program from some years ago, from the earlier days of Nigeria Info, on which Dr. Onyema Abazie featured. Send me a message via WhatsApp on 0809 030 6416 at 0809 030 6416. Who remembers that program? Can someone help me out here? Who remembers Dr. Onyema Abazie? She featured for a long time, actually, on some program on Nigeria Info. Said program, by the way, was anchored by myself. Who remembers that? If you remember, send me a message on 08. Someone says I lead. No, it was not I lead. I lead was Dr. Alfred Oladapo. That was no. Someone says Health Matters. No, it was not Health Matters. Come on, seriously? Someone says put a price put a price in it. Come on, must everything. How about just street cred? How about that? Street cred. So everybody knows you're the one who remembered it. Okay? So put your name, your full name. If you want your address to be there, you can put your address there as well. So everybody will know that you were the one that got it right. So who remembers, once again, who remembers what program Dr. Onyema Abazie featured on Nigeria Info for quite some time, even though the program doesn't air any longer, I think, except maybe occasionally, but it doesn't air regularly any longer. Seriously, no one remembers? Really? Oh, okay. That's quite something. I'm sure someone remembers, so I'll come back to WhatsApp in a moment. Okay, I'll come back to WhatsApp in a moment and see if I have anyone who remembers that. Anyways, those are my guests on the program for Canvas on Air today. That takes us till 5 p.m. 5. We've got the news updates coming up. And after that, surviving police officer not shown any love. Yeah. What's the story, by the way, in case you're wondering? Where is it? In the meantime, the only surviving officer in the gunman attack. Before I come to that, some backstory here. Now, Governor Yesomweke has redeemed the 280 million naira to the families of the 14 security agents killed by gunmen during the attack on security formations in parts of Rivers State. And reports have it that the beneficiaries were 11 widows of police officers, 2 widows of Nigerian Air Force officers, and 1 widow of Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps officers. In the meantime, the only surviving officer in the gunman attack at the Elingbo police station in Port Harcourt is still in the hospital. Over 1 week after the incident, the police sergeant who was shot in his rib area is at the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital. Inquiries by our correspondent show that he has not received any attention from the State Police Command and the Rivers State government. Also, our correspondent caught up with a family member, Agandu Onuchuku, who said he's been paid the medical bills of the surviving police officer since the police took him to the hospital after the attack. Let's hear what Agandu Onuchuku had to say about this situation that his brother, I suppose, is in.
After the thing happened that Saturday, in the morning, then transfer the DPO, brought another DPO, both the new one, both the old one. Nobody is ready to take care of her and take care of her, to buy drip, buy drugs, buy many things. So, I need help from government. The station now the surgery, because they have fracture for the side of the rim. Already the bullet is still inside. They never talk about it because they won't make the body very heavy before the surgery. Police abandoned him. Police never visit her since Saturday till now.
So reportedly, the police have done nothing. Reportedly, of course. The versatile CP, Booker Friday, don't you care about your officers who have been shot? You know, I mean, don't you care? Do we only care about the ones who are dead? How about the ones who are still surviving? Once again, reportedly. How about the Rivers State government? Your Excellency, do we only care about police officers who are killed? How about the ones who are shot and have not been killed? Don't they deserve some 20 million? Or maybe because they are alive, how about 10 million at least? Half 20 million. At least she's got a bullet wound. That must count for something. Anyways, we'll be talking about that later on in the 5 o'clock hour. The family member, Agbandu Onuchuku, of this shot police officer will be my guest for that conversation in the 5 o'clock hour after the news updates. Do join us for that one. Headlines 5:30, major news at 6 p.m. Open season comes up after that till about 7 when we wrap it up. The sports gang will be in for extra time. Of course, we are the seasons, the major leagues around across Europe are wrapping up in the next couple of weeks. I believe we have Premier League games slated for tonight. Yes, we do. From 6 p.m. Everton against Wolves, Newcastle at home to Sheffield, Aston Villa travel to Tottenham. Arsenal are its way at Crystal Palace. That's for 7 p.m. 8:15 Burnley at home to Liverpool, and West Brom host West Ham United. Catch all the updates and analyses and action with the Sports Gang from 7 p.m. That's the show today. Any changes, you will find out. Just stick around. So we get things going right now with today's side comments. Random stories, random thoughts that I came across as I checked out the news earlier on today. A reminder that side comments are not up for discussion at this time until later on during the open season segment. I can take thoughts on those. By the way, the acting IG of police, Alkali Baba Usman, is in Rivers State. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The IGP is in town. Oh, yeah. I think I should say this. So to the IGP if it's, I don't know if it's listening to Nigeria Info right now. Alkali Baba Usman, IGP or acting IGP. We have a serious concern here in Rivers State, here in Port Harcourt. It's a very serious problem. Acting IGP, you guys say the police is your friend, and we would like for the police to be our friends. We would like to help the police. The good people of Rivers State welcome the acting IGP, His Excellency the Akali Baba. You're welcome to Rivers State. We hope you will try our bole and fish before you leave. We hope you also try native soup. Very important. Your life will not remain the same again. I'm sure His Excellency the Governor will be able to arrange a properly made native soup for you. Who saw that video? I think it was during COVID-19. I'm not sure. I think it was maybe last year or early this year. The video of His Excellency the Governor cooking what looked like soup in some kitchen. I saw that video. It was trending. It was all over WhatsApp and all that. So I'm sure even if His Excellency is busy and can't get into the kitchen himself, I'm sure His Excellency can arrange for a properly made native soup to be arranged for your IGP-ness. And once again, do endeavor to try our bole and fish before you leave. If you've got the time, if you're not in a hurry, you can visit our pleasure park also. It's a nice place actually. Got some nice. It's a nice hangout spot. You can also try some barbecue fish. We have a scene for that in River State. We love our barbecue fish as well. We like to do that. Sorry, IGP, we have a coffee right now in River State. You may not be able to hang out for too late. But we have some nice spots. You can try out Power's Place on Peter Odili Road, the Transamadi area. We've got this car wash around here as well. 5 spots. You can try that out also. But anyways, I'm sure His Excellency will have some nice places for you to hang out before you leave. But while we welcome you, your IGP-ness, very important to know that the good people of River State are concerned as to the behavior of your boys, your gallant boys here in River State. They steal from us, IGP. They rob us, gallant officers. They rob us. They steal from us regularly. They threaten to shoot us and kill us, and nothing will happen. They take us to ATMs or POS to withdraw money. Sometimes 100,000, sometimes 200,000. In fact, the latest one, IGP, I should report this one to you. Some of the crackheads in the so-called E-Crack, now disbanded E-Crack team, quite recently, stole, like armed robbers, stole from some Uniport undergrad students 150,000 naira. The CP you posted here, we called him the versatile CP, Eboka Friday, told us that they are investigating the matter. The police spokesperson, Nnamdi Omoni, said that they were waiting for bank statement. Your IGP-ness. We have been waiting for bank statements since. We have been waiting. We have been waiting. The good people of River State have been waiting for this bank statement. Some people have even grown old and have gone to the great beyond while we've all been waiting for this bank statement. People have, in fact, we're tired of waiting, your IGP. Now. So if you can look into that matter and also address your gallant officers, your boys, please tell them to stop stealing from us, IGP. Tell them to stop collecting 100 naira on the road and giving number 4. Number 4, IGP, that's what they do here. They collect money on the road. I know they won't tell you these things I'm telling you right now. So let me just tell you. They give number 4. Your IGP-ness, if you can come to the East-West Road around the... okay, they don't come around very much these days. Maybe they're afraid of something. I don't know. But please, watch your men. Tell them, talk to them, IGP, to stop shooting us, to stop stealing from us. Because a lot of people are even more afraid of police officers these days than even armed robbers. So IGP, please, while you're in town, talk to your boys. Talk to your boys. We are not the reason they don't have money to buy uniforms. We are not owing them money for uniform. So IGP, if it's true that you don't give them money for uniform, please start giving them money for uniform. IGP, please start buying uniform for them. They say they don't have money to fuel their vehicles. That's why they're stealing from us so they can buy petrol into their vans. IGP, if that's true, start giving them money for fuel. IGP, give them money. Give them money. If you are the one holding back the money for fuel, please give it to them. Don't be holding money for fuel, IGP. Please give them the money for fuel. We're not the one owing them money for boots. We didn't buy boot for them in the first place. So IGP, please give them boot also. Give them all those things that they need to get, so that they will not be shooting us and killing us and stealing from us. IGP, I have a message here from you. Someone says, if the IG should disguise as a civilian, the officers on the road could give him number 1. You see, IGP, this is a WhatsApp message here from one of the good people of Rivers State. They might even give you number 1. Number one. And I almost forgot, IGP. There's even a recent one. There's a recent one, a recent incident, a very recent development. This is on the news somewhere. 200K, I think. Something about 200,000. What's that story? Oh, here it is. A Port Harcourt resident is accusing some anti-cultism unit policemen on SARS Road of extorting 200,000 naira from him. The young man said the policemen stopped and searched the cab he had boarded, singled him out, took him into one of their offices and threatened him. He said the policemen demanded 2 million naira, but he eventually paid 200,000 naira through a POS device. Yes, IGP, that's how they do it here. That's how your boys do it here in Rivers State. Here's what was said.
They asked me to come down, they searched me, and they took my phone immediately. They said my dreadlock, I must be a criminal. They were asking me to already take my clothes off. The pressure was on me so much, they were already threatening me and asking me to take my clothes off. So they took me to somewhere, they called a lady with a POS. They were asking for 2 million naira, I could not afford it. So I told them what I could afford. The only money I had in my account, I had to withdraw it and hand it over. 200K. It's the SARS office along SARS Road. I don't know their name. They don't have name tag.
The victim also described the lady who is always on hand with the POS device at the anti-cultism office on South Road. Yes, your IGP-ness, they use POS these days. They won't tell you this. That's why we are telling you now.
I don't know what happened. They just called her. She came. She hangs around. She usually does it for them. She's dark. She's short. She carries a green bag. She's dark. She's wearing a blue jean shirt and a blue jean. She's on break.
She might even be a police officer, allegedly. Now, on his part, the cab driver said the police anti-cultism unit on South Road threatened his client, who was decently dressed, and tagged him a criminal because he had dreadlocks. He called on the police to investigate the matter.
They searched us, searched the vehicle. They couldn't see anything in the vehicle. And at the end of the day, because the young man was undressed, he dressed properly like a gentleman. And immediately they tagged him criminal. Now these are the boys terrorizing Port Harcourt. The next thing they pushed him, take him into the station. They allowed me outside. So when they pushed him inside the station, I have to wait because it's my... So when he came out, I was asking him what really happened. Then he started narrating how they started threatening him, kept him in communication, seized his phone. They didn't even allow him to make contact.
Yes. But by the way, that's the latest matter. Your IGP-ness. Please look into this one, because the other investigation has taken forever. We have not heard anything yet. This investigation might take 2 years. So IGP, please look into it. And by the way, your IGP-ness, some good people of River State are sending in messages to advise you. Let me read this one. Please let him not disguise himself before they give him blood sugar. Another one says, if care is not taken, the gallant officer will give the IGP-ness blood sugar. Your IGP-ness, that's very true, because that's what they do here. They give us blood sugar. Your gallant officers in River State give us blood sugar. After they give us blood sugar, we die. Now tell us that we had blood sugar. That's oh my God. That's what they do, your IGP-net. They give us blood sugar. Or they kill us first, then claim that we had blood sugar. One of the two usually happens. So your IGP, please look into all this. The good people of River State welcome you warmly. Please, your IGP-ness, look into all of this and save the good people of River State from the trauma, the harassment, the torture, the murder, the decadence, the evil that has become the experience the average Rivers resident has with a police officer in Rivers State. Thank you very much, and you're welcome once again. Don't forget to try our bole and fish before you leave. And you're welcome to return again, at your earliest convenience. I think that will be it for today's side comments. Plenty, a lot of time on that already. So I have to go for a break, and when I return, the conversation continues. But before then, let me see what's up, and see if anyone remembered the program Dr. Nima Bazie featured on Nigeria Info. Yes, In Touch. That's the program. Thank you very much. So Dr. Bazie, for a very long time, was the guest, the resource person on the program In Touch. Yeah, okay, BBFI man says In Touch with Dr. Onyema Abazie. In Touch, okay, lots of responses already. In Touch, that was the program designed to discuss, interestingly, mental health. So she will be on the show on Canvas and Air with Dr. Lamina in the 4 o'clock hour. Join us for that. So I'll go for a break now. When I return, we'll discuss the latest updates as regards the status of the Greenfield University students. Please stay with us.
Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers.
Welcome back to the House Back to 91.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. 26 minutes to go before 4 p.m. and the conversation continues. And no, still there's no rant today. The rants have been suspended. This is the third week, I believe, and suspension persists until kidnapped students of Greenfield University are released and reunited with their loved ones. Because I know that by now the good people of Nigeria may have forgotten about them and moved on to what's trending right now. Restructuring, true federalism, state police, natural federalism, resource control, and all the other shenanigans that we're dealing with at the moment. Now, you might remember the Greenfield University kidnapping took place April 20, 2021. That means about tomorrow. Tomorrow makes it 30 days, when at least 23 students and staff were kidnapped in the Kasarami village, Chikun LGA, Kaduna State, Nigeria, during an attack by suspected armed bandits at Greenfield University. Now, this is Nigeria's fourth kidnapping from an academic institution in 2021 and the fifth since December 2020, coming 5 weeks and 6 days after the Afaka kidnapping, in which 39 students were abducted. Now, thankfully, the Afaka students have been released already, reunited with their loved ones. But the Greenfield University students, 5 of them were confirmed killed already. We had 17 left for the abductors. 1 was released afterwards, after reportedly the parents of that students negotiated with the kidnappers. We got 16 students still with them. About 60 million has been paid by the parents of these students, and the kidnappers are demanding an additional 100 million naira before they let these students go. Now, the latest update on the matter, which I did read out yesterday and formed the update and subject of discussion, is, to the best that I can tell, still the only update at the moment. Story from Premium Times: why kidnappers are yet to release Greenfield University students, and that's according to Sheikh Gumi. Maybe just go over that story once again. Why kidnappers are yet to release Greenfield University students, according to Gumi. Now, controversial Islamic cleric Ahmad Gumi says the students of Greenfield University kidnapped about 2 months ago have not been released because their kidnappers have links with Boko Haram. Now, the kidnappers had attacked the private university on April 17 and abducted 20 students, 5 of whom they've killed. They also threatened to kill the others unless 100 million naira ransom is paid for their freedom. In an interview, Mr. Gumi said, unlike previous cases of abduction in the northwest and north central states, the kidnappers of the university students have linkage with some elements of Boko Haram in the forest. He said, quote, the Greenfield abduction is unique because for the first time we saw a cooperation between some bandits and Boko Haram elements, which confirm that Boko Haram are encroaching into the field, which is a bad situation. End of quote. He said, Gumi, that is, that Boko Haram had reached out to the abductors of hundreds of students of Government Science College in Kankara, Katsina State last year with an offer that the schoolboys be sold to them because they could bargain better for the ransom. He said the bandits, however, rejected the offer and eventually released the students after negotiations brokered by Zamfara State Governor Bello Matawale. That's the latest update as far as the students are concerned. Your thoughts on it, I'd like to hear, if you will. Call in on 0817 93 0002 or 0003, 0817 93 0007 or 0009. We're live on Twitter at NigeriaInfoPH, also live on Facebook.com/NigeriaInfoPH. WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. So any thoughts in this development, let's hear it. Once again, live on Facebook.com/NigeriaInfoPH and live on Twitter at NigeriaInfoPH as well. Any thoughts on the situation with the students? It's about 30 days now, April 20, since they were abducted. Today is May 19. That's about 30 days. Any thoughts on that? I've got Kinsley joining me now. Hello, Kinsley. Good afternoon. You're welcome.
Thank you. Good evening.
Kinsley, I'm sorry. You may have to call back. There's some annoying sound.
Hello?
Sorry, Kinsley. Please call back if you can. All right. I don't know what's causing that sound. But Kinsley would have to call back. Sorry about that, Kinsley. Please call back once again. But, let's see. Via WhatsApp, Elochi goes, Nigeria is sitting on a precipice. To a great degree, I believe that describes the situation at the moment. Something must give, something needs to happen, something has to happen, really. But we must move from where we are right now, because this trajectory is not taking us to a good place. Definitely not. We must make some progress. We must move from here. 20 to go before 4 p.m. Any thoughts on the Greenfield University students? To call in numbers once again, 0817 93 0002 or 0003, 0817 93 0007 or 0009. And yes, this situation will remain until the students are released. It will remain that way. Yes, it will. I think Kingsley is back. Hello, Kingsley, welcome back.
Hello, Dayo, good evening.
Hi, go ahead.
Yes. About the case you mentioned about, although I still heard it on the news, about the SARS officers extorting and stealing money from us.
Kingsley,
honestly speaking, it has... Hello?
Apologies, Kingsley, but right now I'm talking about the Greenfield University students. Okay. I sincerely can understand how discussing about police officers will be more exciting. I'm sure that if I had asked you to call in and send a message to the IGP regarding policing and police officers in Rivers State, I'm sure that everybody will be jumping over themselves, rushing to buy credit right now to call in. But no. The Greenfield students are very important. Their situation is very important. Their condition right now is very important. Just think for a moment, if your children or your brother or your sister or your nephew or your niece was one of those students, I don't think you want to discuss the IGP visiting Rivers State right now. You would want us to discuss these students every day, on every show, every minute, every hour. So put yourself in the shoes of the parents and family members and loved ones of these students. I've got Ben on the line. Ben, you're welcome. Go on.
Good day, Dayo.
Hi, go ahead.
On the news this morning, I think on the newspaper headline, some hunters went to the National Assembly and asked the government to give them a chance to sponsor them that they can go into this forest, fish out these bandits, and as well rescue these children. So I should say, let's give this, because in a desperate situation like this, it requires desperate measures. Let's also try the hunters as well. Say, what? He's not the only man in this forest. Every day we hear that Shaikh, what came and said Boko Haram. How is he getting this information?
Are you referring to Gumi?
On the streets of Nigeria.
Are you referring to Gumi?
Nobody bothers to ask him. Question.
Okay.
Every day today we hear that Boko Haram killed one goat.
Ben, can you hear me, Ben?
To feed these children. I can hear you, Dayo.
Okay. Were you referring to Sheikh Gumi?
Yeah, Sheikh Gumi.
Okay. All right.
The issue of this man always coming on the news to tell us that we have had information that Boko Haram cooked one goat and that's what they are using to feed these children. How is he getting all this information? And the government are still allowing this man to be feeding us with all these things. So since we have hunters that have volunteered that they can go into this place, let's use these hunters and see if there will be a way out of this whole problem.
All right, Ben. I've got Aya from Elakai. You're welcome. Williams, I'll be with you shortly. Aya, hi, go ahead.
Hi, Dayo. What's up?
Well, you know how it is.
I think we actually do we lack focus in this country. So for us to stay on the subject matter, very important. So I like the fact that you continue to hammer on this. I remember when the other one happened, the forestry machination, that school,
yes,
that forestry school, whatever.
Yes.
One of the government officials came on TV and he was saying the parents were making too much noise.
Yes, I remember that.
That is not by going to TV station, go to radio station, that the government is on top of the matter. It was sounding so unapologetic.
Yeah, he was even angry, I believe. He was upset.
Yes, irresponsible. Like they have no right to demand for safety of the children, and I think that's actually what tips me over. Like, how did we get these people to represent us?
They were on ground, and they had structure reportedly.
Really bad. They don't give daily briefing.
Yeah.
They don't give us updates, even if at this point in time, without asking them to tell us this is what you're doing. to get them back. At least tell us, okay, we've been in contact with these people.
No, Ayo. This is the security. You don't talk about security matters anyhow. The security.
What security matter? We don't need them to give us the nitty-gritty. Just tell us, okay, we've been in contact with these people. At least we have seen proof of life. That gives them hope. That gives us hope. We have an established proof of life. We are okay. We are trying to get them home. That energizes the parent, even us, the public, that, oh, these people are empathetic. But it sounds so rash, so unbothered. 2023 is even more important to them than bringing these kids home.
Restructuring. True federalism.
Thanks for what you're doing. Thank you so much.
You're great to have me. Williams, thanks for waiting. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dayo, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
No, Dayo, this matter is very heavy, honestly speaking. You know, I can't begin to imagine the emotional state of those students at this moment, their psychological state, and their health state. Some could even die even before they are released.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible. They actually witnessed the killing of their fellow students, the 5 of them. It's not impossible they saw it happen.
Sorry, he said I didn't get.
I said it's not impossible that they witnessed the killing of 5 of their colleagues.
Yeah, it's really not impossible. Yes, those ones would have even been killed in their presence. I don't know. All I can submit is that I think the governor of the state has to rise up to this occasion. I mean, and not just the government. There are individuals who could at least intervene in this matter. There is nothing too big to pay for life. I mean, there is nothing too big to pay for life. No amount of money can buy life. So I really seriously, Dayo, I'm touched. I'm really touched about this whole insecurity matter, especially to these young ones. And I would just want to say, let people rise to the occasion, especially those from the state. Anyway, thank you for having me.
Well, I'm glad to speak to you as well. And via Twitter, do I have? Oh yeah, I do have at AJ4 Nishu Twitter. What it means is that bandits are winning the war against our security forces because I can't see the reason why Gumi knows everything about those criminals. Also visit their hideouts, but our trained officers are unable to arrest the situation. At Saturday, Udon 3 Twitter, Gumi is aware, but Buhari's regime isn't aware about kidnappers, about the kidnap of the students because education is bad for them. And via WhatsApp, Emmanuel Uzodima goes, it's a pity that the GFU, that's Greenfield University students, are still in the den of their abductors, and it's very unfortunate the actions and inactions of the government is suggesting that they're unwilling to do anything as regards their release. All right. Hello, Hot Factor, welcome. Hello. All right. Also via WhatsApp, Adedayo, the moved on part really pierced me in the heart. In Nigeria, we really know how to move on, going only God knows where. How can we move on when young people like myself, with a bright future, are in the den of criminals, going through what only an imagination can decipher? Dear Lord, what a country. John from Enika sent that. Once again, you can join via Facebook also, but I've got Daniel on the line now. Hello, Daniel. Good day, you welcome.
Hello, Daniel.
Yeah, hi, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a very pathetic something that these children are still in the hand of the kidnappers. Daniel, a week ago, I live along Agri-Bahati. In 3 communities, 6 children were stolen. Up to today, they were nowhere to be found.
Wow.
And their parents have cried to the point that there is no more cry in their spirit. And this has been the system of Nigerian youth. You see, I don't know, for the one in Kaduna, I support the governor that he should not pay and give them the machine. He should try his best, because paying them and give them all they require will empower them to do more. I believe now they are broke. That is why we have not heard of any kidnapping. But I want the government to do what they will do. It has been long. It has been long because this has come to their notice. They will try. Let them try and see how these children will be free from their kidnappers. I beg them. That's my own thing.
Only good to hear from you also. Thanks for remembering the students and joining the conversation also. Thank you very much, Daniel. Meant a lot. Via Facebook, Ogumba Agba goes, Kaduna Governor, pressing need is to arrest NLC leaders. Wunari Benibo goes, the Kaduna State government should match actions with words. And Henry Dipria goes, I should please release them and stop kidnapping students and face senators, House of Reps, Assembly members, who are the problem of the nation. We all need improvement. Henry, nobody should be kidnapped, really. And advocating that some person should be kidnapped, no matter how bad they are, is not the solution either. Because when they're done kidnapping honorables and excellencies, they will come for the rest of us. That's what happened when we were supporting our so-called freedom fighters, when they were blowing up government facilities, when they were kidnapping expatriates. Some of us were hailing them, calling them freedom fighters. And then when they were done kidnapping the expatriates, when the IOCs and multinationals learned their lessons and beefed up security and beefed up their security apparatus and retinue, and they couldn't get the expatriates again, they started kidnapping us. I wonder what they were struggling for. At the time they now started kidnapping their fellow brothers and sisters who reportedly are suffering like them also. We were cheering initially, and then we started crying afterwards. Michael from Rumigbo, hello, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dayo.
Yeah, thank you for calling, Michael.
Dayo, it's sad.
Quite, sir.
Honestly, it's sad to have someone who is still, by this time, in the forest, and you don't even know if that person is going to come back. And obviously the government who has been saddled with the responsibility of making sure that people are protected.
Michael? Hello, Michael? Michael's gone, but great to hear from you there. Via WhatsApp, the ugly situation is so painful. The person that is acting as bandit spokesman, Mr. Gumi, needs to tell Nigerians why and how these students are their targets. Magnus Odo said that. Hey, Dio, once BB Niger starts now, I'm certain Nigerians will not even remember some students are still in captivity. How hard can it be to infiltrate these bandits if Mr. Gumi can pay courtesy visits to them as he wishes? So now FG says they know where they are, but they are being careful. That is simply fallacy, because we have seen the might of Nigerian security forces when they're pushing the government's objectives. Thanks for keeping up the tempo. That's on Digi. Digi, good to hear from you. And Digi's absolutely right. Once BB Niger starts now, all that you'll be thinking about is how to vote for your candidate, and how that one insulted her. If you see the way he insulted her, if you see the way she shouted at him, that girl is fine. This is one that's going to win. You forget all the problems about restructuring, about state police, about kidnapped students, about unemployment, about insecurity, and you will not face Ibi Naja. Who is going to be the hottest? Who is the hottest contestant? Hottest contestant. Via WhatsApp, Michael Ibugwai goes, Dio, I heard the politicians across party lines and INEC officials express worries over the burning of INEC facilities in view of the 2023 elections. But I thought there ought to be a country first before elections for and by its people, especially considering the fact that those children are supposed to have the country tomorrow. Government silence is bad, annoying, and condemnable. INEC office is very important. It's very, very important. These students, these things happen. Even in America, they kidnap children also. There's nothing new. in America. But the INEC office is a very, very significant. It's a significant matter, because how are you going to call His Excellency, who is busy in his backyard sipping tea, before he went there to call him and say he must serve or you die? You know, so he needs, His Honorableness needs INEC office to be working. But if just 16 students are kidnapped, there are still over 160 million of you left, or at least 16 million of you left to go to the polls to cast your ballots and vote and call His Honorableness to serve. And we need INEC office for that to happen. So you need to be able to balance these things and understand the importance, the relevance of one, over the other. It's very, very important. Oh, okay. Someone is correcting me here via Twitter, saying at DJ_Loki says it's hottest housemate. LOL Itaya, bro. Oh, it's housemate. That's what they're called. Oh, okay. All right. So I mean, apologies. You know, I'm not really up to date with the lingua franca as far as these reality shows are concerned. So my deepest condolences for mistaking them and calling them the wrong thing and not housemates. Oh well. So anyways, that's it for now. And a reminder that this conversation will continue until Greenfield University students are released. Yes, they are. Yes, it will remain that way. Thank you. We got business news coming up to about the hour 4 p.m. Canvas and Niger Delta Roundtable is up after that with Dr. Nima Banse and Dr. Abi Elamina. Do please stay with us.